Hello and welcome back to Moon Medicine Yoga. I'm Allison, and today we celebrate October's full moon in Taurus with 35 minutes of full body slow flow yoga. This is the hunter's moon. As we journey deeper into the year's darker half, nights grow longer, the moon lingers, and the stars whisper ancient stories. Unlike many moons that borrow their names from Indigenous communities and European folklore, the hunter's moon finds its essence not in the month itself, but in its turn always after the harvest moon. Since the fields were recently cleared for the harvest, hunters could easily spot the roaming pheasant, deer, and turkey, making them easier to hunt. To the Ojibwe and Haida, this is the freezing and ice moon, a nod to the chill in the air. The Cree call it the migrating moon, as birds take wing to warmer skies. With earlier nights, the moon shines longer, the sun's power wanes. Earthy scents and changing leaves guide us inward. The season echoes with traditions of wintertime fires where children gather to learn and hear stories from their elders. As the hunter's moon rises so near Halloween and Samhain, the veil between realms is thinning. It is said that during this time our ancestors come and warm their hands by our fires. Today's nurturing yoga practice will harmonize us with the hush of autumn, so we can hear the whispered wisdom of the past. As the seasons turn and the nights grow longer, let us find warmth in each other's company, in the memory of those who've come before, and in the embrace of nature's ever-turning wheel. Once again, welcome. Before we get started, hit the like button and subscribe for even more yoga with the moon and the seasons. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to begin today in a comfortable seat with the hands together in front of the heart. With the hands at heart center, let's arrive by taking a few deep breaths, maybe noticing the breath flowing over the fingertips, maybe closing the eyes. Now opening the eyes, start rubbing your palms together, creating heat, like we're warming our hands by a communal fire. Apply a little more force, creating more friction. Keep going. And now place your hands over your eyes, warmly embracing that journey inward. Stay here. Relax the jaw and shoulders. Breathe softly and just enjoy this quiet moment with yourself. Exhale, release hands to heart center. We'll bring that sense of peace and introspection with us into class today. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, bringing the palms together. Interlace the fingers and then flip the palms to the sky, keeping the elbows soft in a beautiful full moon shape. Hold here, enjoying the stretch, breathing. Exhale, release, hands to the mat, fold over your legs, so walking the hands forward. Let your head dangle or rest on the mat. Inhale, slowly rise, sweep the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale to flip, creating that full moon shape with your arms. Exhale, slowly release into the bow. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, slowly rise, sweep the arms overhead. Palms touch, and then the interlace and flip. Keep the jaw and neck relaxed. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands forward and fold. On your next inhale, pull up to tabletop position, preparing for cat-cow. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. On your inhale, arch the back and look forward. Feel your heart opening through the arms. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, chin to the chest as you angry cat the spine. Inhale, cow belly. From the navel, exhale, angry cat. Nice, slow, deep pace here. This is our first opportunity to sync our movement with our breath. We can do so deeply and meaningfully. With your next inhale, walk the hands a palm print forward. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, gaze back between the legs. From here, bring the feet together. Inhale, float the right leg to the sky, bending the knee, fanning the hip open, sort of like stacking the right hip on the left. Option to stay right here, or you can make some big hip circles. And if this is too much, you can do this on your hands and knees. Just look at the screen for that demonstration. Either way, think about you're drawing big circles with your knee. This will really help to lubricate and warm the hip joint. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Pause for a moment. A nice cleansing breath. Inhale, the left leg lifts high and behind, bend the knee and stack the hips. Try to keep the shoulders level here. And you can do your big hip circles. Remembering that you can come to your hands and knees for this as well. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again for a cleansing breath in and out. On your exhale, looking forward, bend the knees, walk or step all the way up to your hands into a ragdoll fold, letting the arms and the head hang loose. You can sway side to side. Having my palms face up here was a gentle stretch on the wrists, so you can give that a try if you like. Hands to shins, inhale, flat back, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold back down, chin to chest. Inhale, rise slowly, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, breathing in stillness. Exhale, arms to your sides in mountain pose, palms shining forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive slowly into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, maybe hands to shins. Exhale, step the right foot all the way back, preparing for a locust lunge. Ground into your front foot and then reach the arms back by your sides, creating one long line of energy from your heel through your crown, maybe gazing at the top edge of your mat. We'll call this soaring arrow pose. Leading with your right arm, inhale, windmill yourself into warrior two. Ground your back heel. Try to stay in your front knee and reach your arms wide. For a fun variation, turn the thumbs up. Reach your back hand forward, and as if you're drawing back on a bow, pull the elbow back in space, bringing your right fist towards your right shoulder. You can angle your left arm up. This is huntress pose. Gaze at your thumbnail. Breathe deep. Inhale, release, opening the arms wide, straightening the front leg. Turn the front toes in parallel, preparing for a wide-legged fold. Hands to hips as you inhale, look up and squeeze the shoulder blades back, open your heart. Exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands to the mat. You can heel to the feet a bit wider here. Keep a very slight and soft bend in the knees. Hands about shoulder width. And if this is a little too deep, feel free to sort of stay up on the fingertips in a half fold. Wherever you are, find the breath and think about turning those sits bones up towards the sky. Inhale, rising to the fingertips, lift halfway. Exhale, walk the hands around to frame your left foot in runner's lunge. Pause here, taking a deep breath, open the heart, look forward. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, hands to shins for halfway lift. Exhale, bowing down. Inhale, we rise, sweep the arms out and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, to enjoy a moment in stillness at the top of your mat. Huntress flow, second side. Exhale, hands to your sides for mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, maybe hands to shins. Exhale, left foot steps all the way back. Press firmly into your front foot to lift into your soaring arrow, locust lunge. Reach the arms back by your sides. The palms are flipped down. Think about opening the heart forward. Maybe those pinkies are drawing in toward each other. This time leading with the left arm. Inhale, windmill yourself, warrior two. Spiraling that back foot flat. Take a moment to adjust your feet. Shoulders over hips. For huntress, turn the thumbs up. Reach your back hand forward and then pull back on the bowstring. Bring in your left fist either to your heart or by your shoulder. You can angle that front arm up, gazing at the thumbnail. Huntress pose. On your inhale, release arms wide, straightening your front leg. And turn the front toes in parallel. Actually, the toes are slightly pigeon-toed here, pointed in and more narrow than the heels. With hands on hips, inhale, your elbows back, look up, and with an open heart, fold down, bringing your hands to the mat. I'm keeping it simple here with my hands on the earth, but if you have a favorite variation of the wide-legged bend, you can take it. Remember, the half bend is there for you too, if you want a little less stretch. Inhaling, lift halfway, getting ready to release. Exhale, walk the hands around, framing your right foot in runner's lunge. Inhale, open your heart, look forward. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bowing down. Inhale, reaching overhead, big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stillness. Exhale to mountain pose, arms by the sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, plank pose, stepping back. From here, lowering to the belly, you can drop the knees if you like. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Lift your heart. Elbows back. Exhale, child's pose, hips to the heels. Forehead to the mat, or you can rest your forehead on your hands. And just take a moment here, letting the eyes close, to enjoy the breath expanding through the belly, the sides, and the back body. Inhale, walk the hands in, rising up to sit on your heels for a moment. And then sweep the legs around and roll onto your back. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, and walk the heels in right under the knees. Maybe your longest finger can graze your heel. Preparing for bridge pose. Ground your low back into the mat. Arms by the sides, palms down. Inhale, lift your hips to the sky. Pressing away with the feet. And breathe. Exhale, slowly lower. Then figure four cross the right ankle over your left knee for a reclined pigeon. Reach your arms through to interlace them behind the left thigh. So your right hand is through that little triangle, the left hand is reaching around. And with the shoulders on the mat, draw the knees in. keeping the feet flexed. Relax your jaw. Feel that opening through the glute and low back. From here, using that left leg as leverage, we're going to rock ourselves up, keeping the figure four shape, and letting that left leg go straight, like a variation of Janu Shirshasana or head to knee pose. Scoop the flesh out and away from your sits bones. Sit up nice and tall. And you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch, or option to exhale, fold forward, reaching for your left foot. Keep your heart reaching towards your toes. Your gaze softly on your toes or maybe on the top of your mat. Another option here is to have your left knee slightly bent if you want to ease off that stretch in the hamstring and the low back. On your inhale, lift your head. And exhale, release, bringing hands to heart center. Preparing for our peak pose, a variation of archer's pose. With your palms together, thread the arms underneath your right shin and inhale, rise up to a seat. Calling this peaceful archer. Just do your best, again keeping the feet flexed. Try to sit as tall as you can with your heart lifting to the shin, and breathe. To release, exhale, slowly place the ankle back over your knee. Slide your arms out and straighten the leg. Shake it out, nice job. And then slowly roll onto the back once again, landing with the knees bent and the feet flat on the floor. Preparing for bridge pose, walk the heels in towards your bottom. Arms by the sides and the shoulder blades walk in towards one another. On your inhale, tuck the tailbone and lift into your bridge pose. All that grounding power in the legs helps you lift the hips. Breathe steady. Exhale, slowly lower, crossing the left ankle over the right knee, figure four. For reclined pigeon, reaching through, interlace hands behind the right thigh, and with the feet flexed, hug that right knee in towards your chest. Keep breathing and just enjoy the stretch. And now starting to hinge that right leg. Use it as leverage to rock up to a seat, keeping the left ankle over the right knee. Scoop the flesh out and away from your sits bones. With a nice tall spine, take a breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward, maybe with the hands on the mat, maybe reaching for your foot, or you can stay upright if there's plenty of sensation there. To release, inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, rise to a seat with hands at heart center. For peaceful archer, with the palms together, thread the arms under the left shin and inhale, rise to a seat. Make any adjustments you need to. Fingertips are pointing towards the sky. Breathing through this one. To let it go, slowly set the left ankle back on the right knee. Slide your arms out and then extend that leg. Shake it out, maybe rub it out of the muscles. And then rolling onto the back, land with the arms over your head in that soft full moon circle. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. And with an inhale, let the knees open wide, bringing the soles of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, a full moon variation, of course. Now sliding the arms into goalposts. Bring the knees together for a twist. Shift the hips over to the right side of your mat, and then let your knees fall to the left. You can hold the leg with your left hand. Relax through the spine from the crown all the way down to your tailbone. And notice the breath rising and falling in the belly. Inhale slowly back to center, shifting the hips over to the left, and then letting your knees fall to the right. The right hand can hold on to support your legs. Find that softness through the spine and that ease in the breath. Inhale back to center, bringing your feet to the floor. Then draw the knees into the chest, holding onto your shins for a little squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then we'll release into our shape for final rest, either traditional Shavasana or whatever feels good for you. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth to really drop in. Feel the body heavy on the mat and enjoy your rest. Slowly starting your transition back. Start by deepening the breath. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, and just rest your hands on your belly. Coming back into the body. When you're ready, slowly rolling to your side in the fetal position, using your bottom arm like a little pillow for your head. And today's reading is a poem called Autumn Hunter's Moon by Maureen Kwait Meshenberg. Autumn's hunter moon dusts summer off its midnight sky. Your light rests on the full gleam of the seasons shifting. In quiet resting, the seeds are gathered. The trees surrender, soon becoming bare arms stretching, touching your shining in the chill calm of darkness. You hold the evening's beauty, capturing our intentions, drawing them into your still waiting. Darkness folds the cold, now holding the orange breath of sunset as the sky slips behind black. Your glow holds until dawn touches your fading as we release our opening to your reflecting. And taking those beautiful words with us, let's slowly and gently press up to a comfortable seat with the hands at heart center. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you sharing another phase of the moon with me. To seal our practice, let's bring the thumbs to the third eye and bow to honor each other. Before you leave, make sure you like the video and leave a comment below with maybe what your favorite pose was in this practice, or if there's anything else you want to share that's on your heart under this full moon. If you'd like to support the channel, there's lots of ways to do so. You can become a member here on YouTube. You can join the Patreon. You can also check out the merch shop, which has a really fun little spooky season collection in it right now. I'll link to everything you need in the description. Until next time, I love you so, so, so much. I hope you're having a lovely autumn season, and I'll see you again soon, on the mat and under the moon. Bye, yogis.